What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about a show, man, that I absolutely loved back in the day. Me and my brother both loved this show, man. I read the comics too. I'm going to be talking about Preacher. I had already recorded a video like this with my brother in it, since we both loved it and talk about it. But yeah, I accidentally deleted some of the footage or don't have it anymore. So yeah, doing it solo. But yeah, shout out to my brother, my little bro, because yeah, he loves the show a lot as well. So yeah, just crazy that this show made it on TV for one hand, man. So yeah, the first time I heard about this show, the plot of it, I only tuned in because I could not fucking believe my best friend's his dad was telling me about this show, and I was just like, what the fuck is this guy talking? What is this guy talking about? They're gonna put this on AMC, on TV, on live, on cable TV. Um, I just couldn't believe it. So yeah, I saw the previews and just kind of talked about, yeah, it looks like a western or something, but he actually told me what it was about. I was like, no fucking way. And yeah, they got this show on TV. Crazy. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, I want to say. I know who Seth Rogen is. Evan Goldberg, I not too familiar with, but yeah. So the great thing about this show, they were fans of the comic, and wanted to get it made for TV. So they did, and that's great since they were fans of it. You know, you got that backing behind them to really turn it into something great, of course, because they're passionate about it as well. So they have the same view that I did. And I started reading the comics after about season 1 of the show, you know, kind of the same I did with The Walking Dead. And yeah, so I do think that they did this adaptation justice. Just super grateful to get it, you know, can't get that out there enough, and surprised to have gotten it on TV. But they did this adaptation justice, I think, and well, because of course you can kind of set up things for the future and you know, just do things a little bit different, modernize it, but not change too much, if anything, from the source material. Don't make changes that aren't going to make it better. Yeah, I think they nail all of that. A show that just came out on Netflix recently, Cowboy Bebop, I believe. I haven't read the anime or anything like that, but I do know people are saying it's too faithful of an adaptation. It's not a very good one. So yeah, but they did a great job, I think, adapting this. The only thing I think the show overall needed to be one season longer, because season 4 feels a little bit cramped. However, they do hit on all the notes that you do want them to from the comic, just kind of scattered and yeah, cramped in there, like I said. So yeah, it's got a good style to it. I like the atmosphere of Texas. You know, the kind of the editing styles that they have in there. The music is great. You know, comedy and gore. You know, it's just such a unique style of TV, man. I remember one night I was watching the season 2 premiere, I think, and my parents were watching Walking Dead with me because we watched it together, and then Preacher came on and they, you know, sat in there for a little bit and before they got up and went to bed. But they were just like, what the fuck are you watching, kid? You know, because I was like, you know, leave it, I want to watch it. And you know, it's the scene where Cassidy is sucking the gas, siphoning gas through an intestine. Just crazy, that kind of dark, gross humor, you know. Yeah, and some awesome fight scenes throughout the series too, right? Action and just that right kind of grittiness that I like. Yeah, season 1, I'll say, feels a little bit different overall for the series because it was, I think each season they picked up on action a little bit, but they realized, we can't really keep this going as long as we want to. Season 1 has the feel that they were planning on doing this show for like 8 seasons, you know, which would have been fine. But yeah, season 1 was a little bit too slow with the character setup, different from the comics, a little bit out of order with the comics as well. But then, like I said, later on, I think they realized, we're not going to have as much time, and we need to pick up on some things a little bit. So they do, and it's good through season 2 and 3 as well. But yeah, like I said, 4 was a little bit cramped. Just great job with all the comic characters. Like I said, Jesse, Tulip, Hair Star, absolutely standout, leaps off the pages. Humperdew, you know, became even better than he was in the comics. Yeah, Eugene's story and the Saint, you know, all great. Yeah, if anyone hasn't seen it and is watching this, thinking about watching it, go ahead and check it out, man. I think I have to say, I don't know if it's for everyone though. I've wanted to like put it on for my girlfriend just to see what she thinks, because I think it's a good show, but also you got to have that taste or preset passion for it. I don't know. I don't really know what show I would even compare this show to, right? Because it's just so outlandish. But I think that's what I love about it, because it's like that, but also it has a little bit of heart to it, more seriousness, or not seriousness, but just a little bit of heart with the characters, with Jessie and Tulip, especially in the comics. That's what hit me hard, and that they kind of try to go for in the last episode, in the finale, the bittersweet ending. The first time I watched it, I didn't even notice that Cass had burned up in the background, for that bittersweet ending again. But they still pretty much got what they needed to go for with the time that they had. But I think it was the bittersweet ending was done a little bit better in the comics. But I'm still glad that they hit on that. Like I said. So yeah, I'm reading off my notes here. It's hard doing reviews for things that you've seen a while ago because, of course, you forget things. The complaint that I had about the show, though, I will say I wanted Cass and Jesse's relationship for sure to be stronger, and I'm sure there's a reason that they did this, but they kind of have it more about like Cassidy and Tulip's relationship in season 1, and then it makes Cass look a little bit more fucked up, whereas they don't have Cass and Tulip hook up in the comics until later on. And I think they did that because they wanted more tension throughout the whole show instead of just having that layered tension later. But at the same time, it detracted from one of my favorite parts of the comic, which was Jesse and Cass's relationship. Those fucking scenes of them just sitting talking, in the comics in bars or top of the Empire State Building, whatever. Those were my favorite parts. My favorite parts of the comic was their relationship, their brotherhood, their bonding. It was great, and it was pretty lackluster, I think, in the show. It was one of those things where they said that they were Padres, they were best friends, whatever. But they say it, but you don't really see it too often. A little bit in season 1. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to watch the show. It's a show I really want to watch and put on for somebody else and just see and be like, what the fuck? But again, it's a good kind of what the fuck, it's quality, man. That ending in season 1, everything blowing up crazy, man, crazy. And then of course Grandma's storyline, all of it, so happy to see on TV. Grandma, TC, and Jody. I think they did that pretty well justice, getting the atmosphere there, and the Angelville storyline. Awesome. Then we get the backstories. I'm reading off my notes. This is what I'm doing. The backstories with Cassidy and Jesse's backstory at Angelville. All that great, They changed Tulip's character. It didn't feel like woke or anything like that. Like maybe it's the actress or just the way that they portrayed it, but they make her a little bit more of a stronger female character, and she's one of my favorite characters on the show. It's not like done in a poor bad way or anything like that. And the All Father, man, just a lot of this just leaps off the pages in just unbelievable, ridiculous ways. But it's good. It's very good, right? Like an Adult Swim, like a live action TV show. I don't know a good way to describe the show, but it's so unique, so special. It had to be something I talked about, even though it's kind of hard to talk about because I just, it's so outlandish, crazy. But yet done so well. So yeah, I think that's all I got for this one. Let me know if you've seen it, you've heard about it, you thought about watching it, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.